Hogwarts, Hogwarts, Hoggy Woggy Hogwarts, teach us something, please.
Hello everyone, Professor Sassafras here, and today I want to talk really briefly about three story flaws that I found in the movie series Harry Potter. And for this, we are only looking at the movies that we were presented with, and we are only looking at the Harry Potter's movie. None of the prequels, nothing that comes after the finale where Voldemort dies, and no, I will never ever read a Harry Potter book. Now that the disclaimer is out of the way, let's jump right in. And problem number one is what made Voldemort Voldemort? I mean, this seems like a really silly question. As Voldemort was always kind of a not so great guy and kind of a bad dude, even from a young age. Probably not a good idea to teach someone like that magic tricks, but okay, what do I know? But what made Voldemort go from I'm just a bad wizard to the ultimate evil of evils, Voldemort? It's not really specifically spelled out, but it is hinted that Dumbledore might have something to do with it himself, as he does have the Elder Wand, and throughout most of the movie series, it's kind of implied that the Elder Wand can only be obtained by killing someone, except in the last movie you find out you can get it by just disarming someone. And Dumbledore is implied to be someone who has been the head of Hogwarts for a while. He's implied to have been incredibly influential for a really long time. And he even seemed to, right up until like Voldemort became Voldemort, right up until that time, he seemed to have a pretty solid loyalty from Slytherin. And even after then, when Harry was going to Hogwarts, a good amount of Slytherin was still kind of loyal to Dumbledore. So that is a question for the ages. What was the final turning point for him? The straw that broke the camel's back? And a second story flaw that I think I found is what is the deal with Malfoy? I know this has probably gone over in the books, but I don't want to look at the books for an answer. I'm only looking at what they gave us in the movies. And frankly, he really seems to not like Harry, and they seem to not get along. But you really do miss a key opportune moment to grow both of their characters in the later movies. Because in the later movies, in the last couple especially, it would have really have benefited Harry to have to work with Malfoy in order to achieve a common goal, and it would have provided some great time for character growth. But towards the end, he's just kind of lumped in as this general bully-like character, which is a little bit disappointing, I'll admit, but it would have made for some relatively cool character growth. And I think the third, big problem with the Harry Potter movie series was Dumbledore himself really took too long to get killed off. Because once you saw Dumbledore die, it really took away from the other characters. You never really got to see Snape or the godfather of Harry Potter, Sirius Black, or any other characters really at their best. It's like once Dumbledore died, everyone started dying all over the place, and you just really didn't have enough time to really recover and process all this new information. Everything was really jammed together. We never got to see Professor Snape kind of being the next headmaster. We never saw Sirius Black kind of acting like a dad to Harry. We never really got to see any of that. It's just kind of was all jammed together. And those are just three of the flaws that I found in Harry Potter. If you have anything you want to say, just let me know in the comments below. And thank you, and have an awesome day.